A. Love and romance.
When Tom met Lily, it was love at first sight.
She fell head over heels in love with him.
Nick only has eyes for Sophie. He's not interested in other girls.
Lauren was more than infatuated with Dave. She was completely besotted with him.
I've often seen Matt and Ellie at the cinema together, but it's purely a platonic relationship.
B. Friendships and other positive relationships.
An owner and I hit it off immediately. We're true soulmates.
The moment I met Rob, I could see he was a man after my own heart.
Charlie and I get on like a house on fire.
Rob and Jamie have been bosom friends for years. Rob and Jamie have been bosom buddies for years. Rob and Jamie have been bosom pals for years.
Marta and Carmen are inseparable.
There's a close bond between Rushta and her aunt.
C. General social relationships, collocations. The replies in these conversations are another way of saying what the first speaker says.
You seem to be very similar to Ben, the way you think and look at life.
Yes, we've always been kindred spirits.
What a nice wedding. Nathan and Amelia seem to be perfect for each other.
Yes, such a well-matched couple.
Our Spanish friends are always phoning their brothers and sisters.
Yes, well, I think family ties in Spain are much stronger than here.
I've never met Rosie, but I know several people she knows.
Yes, she said you have a number of mutual acquaintances. Gareth has a lot of respect for Claire.
Yes, he holds her in high regard.
Sarah and Anna are very close these days. I'm sure they share all their secrets.
Yes, they're as thick as thieves.
D. Nouns and adjectives.
Adoring. Adoration. For example, the parents gazed at their newborn baby with a look of tender adoration. Affectionate. Affection. For example, he never shows much affection for his children. Amiable. Amiability. For example, she always treats us with great amiability. Considerate. Consideration. For example, have some consideration for the other students, she said angrily. Faithful. Faithfulness. For example, faithfulness is the key to a good marriage. Fond. Fondness. For example, over the years she developed a fondness for Mario that went beyond a purely business relationship. Loyal. Loyalty. For example, he was a great team captain who inspired loyalty in the players.
A. Friendship. Friends are people who are much more than mere casual acquaintances. True friends are always there when you need them, as you are for them. We expect loyalty from our friends, despite our faults, and should give it in return, never speaking ill of them behind their backs. As well as having friends and casual acquaintances, we have relationships with colleagues, allies, and partners. Here are some qualities of friendship and their opposites. Quality. Loyal. Loyalty. Opposite. Disloyal. Disloyalty. Quality. Supportive. Opposite. Unsupportive. Critical. Quality. Honest. Truthful. Opposite. Dishonest. Untruthful. Quality. Respectful. Respect. Opposite. Disrespectful. Disrespect. B. Good and bad relationships. I used to think of Kate as a friend, but I now realize she has been two-faced towards me.
Russia and America were allies in the war.
We were business partners, but now we're bitter rivals. We were business partners, but now we're arch rivals. Indeed, I could say we are now sworn enemies. Fergus has been disloyal to me on a number of occasions.
Okay, I was dishonest with you. I'm sorry, but I didn't want to hurt you.
Sam has been very distant towards me recently.
Jamie has always been scrupulously honest in his dealings with us.
I would expect complete and unswerving loyalty from a true friend.
Monica has always been my staunchest ally at work. I can always rely on her to support me.
I was amazed that someone who called herself my friend could be so deeply critical of me. C. Breakdowns. Expressions and collocations.
Unfortunately, relationships sometimes break down because of genuine misunderstandings.
A rift can develop between two people or groups.
There's been a lot of discord in the office lately.
My father and I don't see eye to eye on most things.
Jack and his sister have been on bad terms for a long time.
His love affair with Anna has turned sour. I think they'll split up.
Our marriage has had its ups and downs, but basically, we're okay.
A bumpy relationship.
A broken home.
A family feud. A. Strong desires.
Pregnant women crave, or have a craving for, strange things like tuna and banana pizza.
Young children often seem to thirst, or have a thirst for, knowledge.
Sometimes my cousin just yearns to be on her own, with no family responsibilities.
An Olympic gold medal is probably the most coveted sporting prize.
B. Reacting to other people's emotions.
Lottie tried to diffuse the tension by changing the subject.
Tim was very angry with his daughter, and it took her a long time to placate him.
An independent advisor has been brought in to conciliate between the unions and the employer.
Although appeasing the enemy postponed the war for another year, it did not ultimately prevent it from happening.
C. Being extremely happy.
Exultant. Feeling great pleasure and happiness, usually because of a success. More formal than ecstatic. Sarah was in an exultant mood after her great exam results. Sarah was ecstatic after her great exam results. To rejoice. Be extremely happy. Formal. Everyone rejoiced at the news of her recovery. Jubilant. Expressing great happiness, especially at a victory. Formal. There were jubilant shouts as the results of the referendum were announced. Bliss. Perfect happiness. often collocates with utter and sheer. Adjective, blissful. The adverb blissfully often collocates with happy, ignorant, and unaware. We had a fabulous holiday on a beautiful island. 7 days of utter bliss. We had a fabulous holiday on a beautiful island. 7 days of sheer bliss. They are blissfully happy, even though they're poor.
There are a number of informal expressions which mean to be very happy. You look full of the joys of spring today. Why are you smiling all the time?
My daughter's just had a baby girl. We're thrilled to bits at the news.
I feel on top of the world. It's great to have a job again.
I've been floating on air ever since I heard I got into drama school. I've been walking on air ever since I heard I got into drama school. How did you feel when you scored the winning goal?
I was over the moon.